Hello and welcome. I'm Heathen 13 and this is Grand Arena Championships, Season 7, Week 2, Round 2. This round I'm matched up against Neone or Neone. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Let's look at the matchup. Alright, looking at the GA stats, you can see I have an advantage in lifetime banners and offensive wins, undersized wins, defensive wins, zones, and rounds. So an advantage in all of them. But if you notice, our offensive wins are fairly close, but his defensive wins are much lower. So I have a feeling he goes very heavy offense. And because of that, it looks like he undersizes a lot of battles. When we look at the relics, from tier 7 and up, we actually have the same amount, but he has a 6 and a 7 tier, and I do not. But he has a whole bunch of tier 1 relics that I just don't have. So he has the relic advantage overall. Zetas were almost identical, but he does have an advantage with gear 11, 12, and 13 characters. I do have almost double the 6-dot mods, but our speeds are actually fairly close. I have a slight advantage on him there. Okay, let's look at the board. You can see he's already attacked, and he's cleared my bottom zone. So let's look at what he's done. That bottom zone had my Jedi Knight Revan and my Padme, and he one-shot both of them. Again, he likes to go heavy offense, so I expected him to full clear me without a whole lot of problem. If we look up in the top zone, you can see he beat my Newt squad and my Shaak Ti clones, but he took 2 battles against my crew squad, and I stuck Wampa in there this time, and he so far hasn't been able to clear him. I don't know if he's done or if he's just stopped for now. One thing I noticed about this opponent when looking back on his GAC history was that several GACs ago, he was going much more evenly distributed defense to offense, and he was losing. So I think he made this shift to go offensive heavy. You see, he cleared my bugs in one go, but he got hung up on my General Grievous as well, 3 battles. So I fully expected him to be able to clear my entire board, but it looks like, I don't know if he's done yet, but he's definitely hung up on that crew and the Grievous. I put my Negotiator again on defense because his GA history showed that he went really heavy offense and didn't put a very good squad on his own defense. So I felt comfortable doing that. Let's look at what he left me. So in the top zone, he left a normal looking Night Sister squad, actually a little weak. Talzin's a little low gear. He left a Ewok squad, which you know I love to see on defense. And then the only hard team on this zone is this Grievous with Watt. He's got a Relic Grievous and a Relic B1. Down on the bottom, I was actually expecting to see his Darth Revan team, which he had been doing last GAC, but he put a Bosk Bounty Hunter squad and this Karth with no Zetas. So let's start off by going after that Bounty Hunter squad. I checked their speeds, and I noticed that none of them are very fast, so I'm going to go ahead and use my Imperial Troopers. Again, they're not very good, mostly gear 9. My Veers is gear 10. But what I've found it to be the case is that as long as my Stark is faster, he does that second move, which puts buffs up on my team, gives everybody turn meter, and enables everybody to go first. I'm picking on Greedo here because he had the lowest health, and hopefully I can get him down quickly. And then I'm going to shift to Cad Bane because he had the next lowest health. And it seems like he's not going down as fast as I would have liked. He got us some dodges off there, which is a bummer. And Boba Fett ended my Stark. A little worried here, so I'm debating on what I want to do. But it looks like the rest of my troopers are going to be able to handle this fine. And not the way I wanted to start off. I was hoping for a 60 banner win. Those dodges by Cad Bane set me back a little bit. But it looks like I should get 57. So I'm okay with that, knowing that he has already stalled out and probably is done. We're going to go with this Karth team, and I'm going to choose my JTR. I would like to take my CLS here, but I am worried that maybe he hid one of his stronger teams in the back. So I went with JTR, figuring I could control this squad and come away with good banners. I honestly don't have a big strategy here against Karth with JTR. I'm mostly just trying to control the team, getting stuns, removing turn meter, and eventually taking somebody out. None of these characters have their Zeta, so I'm not really worried about it, even though they're mostly gear 12. And since Zalbar here is taunting, I'll just kill him, and then we'll move on. We'll go ahead and remove the turn meter from Canderous, so he doesn't do an AoE and steal banners from me. And Karth is gone. I was hoping for a stun there that I didn't get, but I've already got Illuminated Destiny up. And since everybody's full health, I decided not to taunt. Trying to get my Resistance Trooper back up to full protection, but the reality is these characters are too squishy. I didn't have time, so 59 is fine. Okay, let's see what's hiding in the back for me. And a Hux-led First Order that's not very good, and a Rogue One. So he truly kept all of his best squads on offense, and his roster is deep, but he's got plenty of good squads. So I'm going to go ahead and go after the one squad that could pose any problems to me, and that is going to be this Grievous squad. I'm going to take my Palpatine with Bastila Sean Fallen, and I'm going to see if I can't do this right, unlike last week, or last round where I screwed it up. So I'm going to fear everybody, and going to just do damage to the whole squad while I wait for my Isolate to come on B2. He didn't have Magna Guard in here or BB-8, so the tanking tech from Watt went on B2. Gonna isolate and pass that over to Nihilus. Well, actually, I passed it on to Palpatine for some reason. I don't know why. Went ahead and got the shock up on B2 so he didn't gain any turn meter. And now you can see I only have one turn waiting for Nihilus to get his Annihilate up. So I'm just passing around the damage, making sure I don't kill anybody, making sure Grievous doesn't go below full health. Just waiting to get back to Nihilus so I can pull my Annihilate off. And there it is. And there he's gone. At this point, I want to get Watt out next, I think. Just so he doesn't hand out any other kind of techs. But at this point, this battle's over. Even with B1 being relicked, I'm not worried about him. I'm not going to get full banners, but I should get a decent score. And again, this is the only squad that poses any kind of threat on the board. So we'll just hit B1, knock him down little by little. Choosing not to isolate, just gonna attack. I was wondering if Hell by Hatred would give me back any protection. I don't remember, and it didn't. So 57 is what I end up with, and I'm totally happy with that. Alright, the next best squad left is their Night Sister squad. This was a really strong Night Sister. My preferred counter is Padme, but it's pretty weak, so I'm going to go ahead and use my Bosk Bounty Hunters. And I put Padme on defense this time, knowing that I didn't think I would need her. Now normally, what I'm looking for with Bosk against the Night Sister team is just that he's one of the faster characters, so he can get his taunt off quickly and absorb most of the damage. I'm usually looking, most Night Sister squads, their zombie is going to be one of their weaker characters, so she's going to have the little blue mark so that I can get my contract up as quick as possible. But in this case, Talzin is so low gear that Talzin actually got that contract icon on her. And as you can see, it's taking me longer to get the contract out than I am used to, and they actually got a kill on Django. So I'm a little nervous here because I still haven't got my contract. Now Cad Bane is really low, and I'm starting to wonder what's going on. I decide that I'm just going to go ahead and keep pounding on Zombie to try and get the contract paid out as quick as I can. The thing that makes Bosk Bounty Hunters so good against Night Sisters is that Boba Fett can ignore taunt, and with his big missile execute thing, he can go ahead and kill a Night Sister and they can't revive, like I just did there to Talzin. And then I also have the unique Zeta on Jango, so if he kills anybody, they can't revive as well. So it really reduces the mechanic that the Night Sisters make the Night Sisters work. So at this point I have the contract paid out, and I'm just going ahead and bouncing back and forth trying to kill those Night Sisters, hopefully with either Jango or Boba, so that they don't keep killing off Zombie. But at this point I'm not even worried. There's plenty of time. I've got my contract up. None of my bounty hunters are going to die, so it's just a matter of killing them off. You can see I switched back to Zombie, trying to get one of these other ones with Jango. There, I got all 3 of them with Jango. Well, Jango and an assist and 60 banners. So I'm loving that. Here we have another player who put their Ewoks on defense, and it is just asking for a Nest solo. So like my usual, I will go ahead and speed this battle up. So far, this is 5 battles in a row that I've had a Ewok set against me on defense, which is just ridiculous. I am at 4.49 million GP. I'm just about to be in Division 1, and people are still putting their Ewoks on defense, I guess expecting a hold, and instead they are just inviting people to solo them with Nest and get 63 banners. This one did not have Logray or Paplu, or Logray or Wicket in it rather, and had Scout and Tebow instead, and honestly it doesn't even make a difference. There we go, 63 banners again. With the top zone cleared, let's go ahead and look at what they have for fleets, and that is a finalizer. So that's unusual. I've never fought one of those before, I don't think, but we'll leave that, and we're going to jump back down and clear the rest of the squads. Now I've got my CLS and my Darth Revan left, so we're just going to go in and undersize these, hopefully make quick work of them. I'm just going to bring the trio, and we'll see what happens. We'll take Jyn out first, so she can't res. She did have the Zeta and the big smash with Chewie. We'll go ahead and clear the taunt off of K2, and since he was so low, I decided to use a bigger hit against Baze, but the reality is none of it mattered. They melted, and 62 is fantastic. My last battle here is against the First Order, and I have basically my arena team left to go. I'm going to go ahead and take out Marauder and Sith Empire Trooper and just go in with 3, and this might be my quickest match ever. Unfortunately, they hit Malik and I wasn't able to heal back up because of the healing immunity, but there you go. That was it. 1 grenade toss from HK and it's over. So 61 for that. Okay, let's go back to ships. So if we actually click on this finalizer, you can see Hux is only 4 stars, and he hasn't powered up any of the abilities on the finalizer other than the one for Hux. In fact, it's only a level 68 finalizer, so I don't expect anything in terms of resistance. I'm going to go ahead and bring my Akbar fleet with Falcon and Ghost, and I'm actually going to leave a couple reinforcement spots empty because I don't anticipate this being even a real battle. I'm thinking about it, but I decide against it, and let's see how quick we can end this. So I always do worry about putting Ghost in my starting lineup when Houndstooth is on defense, and you can see they target him right away. I'm worried that he is going to get taken out, but I decide that I'm just going to go full offense. I'm not worried about these guys, and I'll take out Cruise Ship first because he's the only real threat. And as you can see here, this one is over too. 66 banners on fleet is fantastic. This is one of the most smooth and quick GACs I've ever had. In fact, 1938 is my highest point total ever. And I'm shocked that Neon wasn't able to clear me with what he kept for offense, but I am happy for the win, and I will take it. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.